This Slack message looks helpful. It is clear, it is confident, it is highly relevant, but it is no longer true. Slack remembers what people said. Search can find the most similar message. But similarity is not validity. Truth expiry is a Slack native claim verifier for stale organizational knowledge. It is not a general question answering bot. It verifies explicit propositions against authoritative lifecycle records. Truth expiry searches public Slack evidence with real time search. OpenAI extracts one structured claim or no claim at all. Then deterministic code checks lifecycle authority through GitHub Issues and assigns the final result: current, superseded, conflicting, or unverified. The model extracts, the system decides. Here is the dangerous case. A teammate asks whether report export is available on the starter plan. Slack still contains an older public message saying export is enabled. A normal search assistant might repeat that answer. Truth expiry does not stop at similarity. It extracts the claim, grounds the value, and checks the lifecycle record. The result is superseded. Prod 482 records that report export was later disabled. The old Slack message remains evidence, but it is no longer current authority. Truth expiry does not hide the old source. It shows why that source is stale. Now the mirror version of the same question. Same feature, same plan, same lifecycle area. But this time, the claim matches the current record. The result is current. Again, backed by Prod 482. A similarity only system sees two very similar questions. Truth expiry sees two different propositions. One is stale, one is current. The label comes from deterministic lifecycle logic, not from model confidence. Truth expiry also knows when not to answer. This question is informational. It does not state a concrete value to verify. So, truth expiry does not invent a claim. It does not force a current or superseded label. The safe answer is to show what it can verify and ask for a specific proposition. No claim is better than a confident hallucination. This also works for numeric claims. The question states the starter API limit is 100 requests. Truth expiry grounds that number from the question and checks the lifecycle record. The result is superseded. Prod 511 records the current value as 50 requests. This is the kind of stale detail that breaks docs, support answers, and customer promises. Here is the part that matters for real organizations. Lifecycle authority lives in a real external system, not in the model. On GitHub issue 10, prod 482 carries structured lifecycle labels. I changed the authoritative value from disabled to enabled. Same Slack messages, same question. Truth expiry fetches the authority again, and the verdict flips from superseded to current. No worker restart, no cache invalidation, no model persuasion. That is the same pipeline you would use with MCP, Jira, or a policy registry. Only the evidence port changes. Truth expiry turns Slack memory into lifecycle aware evidence. Slack finds what people said. OpenAI structures the claim. GitHub issues supply authority. Deterministic code decides what is still valid. Because finding an answer is not the same as proving it is still true. Thank you for watching.